This is the YouTube edition of my book, A Course in Miracles Workbook Nuggets, which is a study aid for the course's workbook for students. I'll begin by reading my book's commentary for today's lesson over a visual of the book's text. I'll then return with some further thoughts on the lesson, which are only included in this YouTube edition of my book. Today's lesson is part of a 10-lesson group that runs from lessons 291 through lesson 300, each of which relates to the real world as understood in the course. I'll be repeating the same introduction for each of lessons 291 through 300, so you can skip past this introduction in the future if you like. Timestamps taking you directly to today's Workbook Nuggets commentary and to my further comments are provided in the description below. In the section entitled, What is the Real World?, which precedes these 10 lessons, we are told that, quote, the real world is a symbol, like the rest of what perception offers. Yet it stands for what is opposite to what you made. Your world is seen through eyes of fear and brings the witness of terror to your mind. The real world cannot be perceived except through eyes forgiveness blesses, so they see a world where terror is impossible and witnesses to fear cannot be found, end quote. We are further told that, quote, the real world is the symbol that the dream of sin and guilt is over, and God's Son no longer sleeps, end quote. Today's lesson from my book and my further thoughts, which are only contained in this YouTube edition of the book, follow. A link to the book on Amazon.com is provided below. Lesson number 297, October 24. Forgiveness is the only gift I give. Quote, forgiveness is the only gift I give because it is the only gift I want. In everything I give myself, end quote. This is one of my favorite phrases in the entire course. As the next sentence states, quote, this is salvation's simple formula, end quote. There you have it. Your application of this one practice could be an entire spiritual path. Endeavor to forgive, to see the love or a call for love behind every situation instead of an attack or a threat, and you are doing the work. It is not easy, it is not fast, but it does work. It is guaranteed to work because it is not just another plan of your ego, it is God's plan. The title of today's lesson is Forgiveness is the Only Gift I Give. And the first sentences of the lesson tell us, quote, forgiveness is the only gift I give because it is the only gift I want, and everything I give myself, end quote. Recall that forgiveness in the Course is remembering that there is nothing to forgive. It is looking beyond the illusion to the sinless reality beyond. And since the Course tells us that you receive what you give when you see through the surface to the sinlessness in everyone and everything, you know and feel your own sinlessness as well. This is how we free the world, along with ourselves, from the illusion. Forgive first with little things, and the successes with the more difficult ones will come in time. Remember that forgiving is literally seeing with the eyes of the Christ, rather than from the narrow perspective of your small self. Learning to see with the eyes of Christ and then doing it, forgiving, is why we study the course. Our ultimate goal is the title of today's lesson. Forgiveness is the only gift I give.